Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
Guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. We are here for the live match reaction. Hopefully everybody is doing a-okay. And yeah, man, bless up. And let's get into the live match reaction. So yeah, big up. Hopefully everybody is doing good. And yeah, man, it's, you know, it's a bit shit, isn't it, really? You know, we got knocked out of the thingy, and yeah, man, it's shit. Do you play duos? Yeah, don't know that. But yeah, bless up. we're here obviously to talk about the game. Some other things we'll talk about as well. But yeah, smash up the likes, hit the subscribe button, and so yeah, man. Obviously, 1000%. Jamal Musiala, nothing but respect to him and everything. It's really sad to see how that's gone. You never want a player to get injured. You know what I mean? An injury is bad enough as it is, and then you add to the fact of that is one of your best players. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's stupid, bro. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, But hey, it is what it is. Unfortunately, he's got injured, and we've just got to deal with that now. Hopefully, the board can understand, to actually go after some players now. As a Simmons and Kunku, we obviously still need a winger. Might need a fullback now. They need to go and do the business. There is no ifs, buts, and maybes. I don't want to hear, "Oh, we've got a good enough squad." No, we fucking don't. No, we don't. So let's not beat around the bush. Leverkusen are going to have a whole different ball game in itself, in the fact that they're going to have a new manager, new players, so on and so forth. So they're going to look to challenge. Leipzig are always going to look to challenge. Dortmund, there's always going to be teams. So yeah, we need to get our shit together. But yeah, anyway, on the game itself, to be fair, I don't think we played bad at all. I thought we were the best team. But at the end of the day, yeah, it just is what it is. Personally. So whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, in the end, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because in the end, we don't get the win, so we're out of the competition. So we can sit here and say we're the best team, but when you don't convert your chances, it don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. So, yeah, it just is what it is. So yeah, obviously it took to the 78th minute for them to get a goal, and then in the 96th minute they got their second goal, and so on. So yeah, man. Again, I thought Bayern were the better team. We had the possession, we had the passes, we had the corners, we had everything. But again, this has been the story of Bayern for a while now. When we don't convert our chances, we get punished, and it's been like that for a long time. And it's sad. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. So, but yeah, other than that, we're going to talk about, I did write some notes down. Yeah, man. Kingsley Coman does a madness in the 35th minute. So from the first 30 minutes, it was just back and forth, but nothing special. Jamal, Neuer makes a brand spanking save, bruv. You think he'd just come out of the box, bruv. Brilliant save. And then Kane, we get a ball with Coman. Coman passes it brilliantly to Kane, beats his man and everything. And I don't know how Kane misses the header, but he does. And by misses it, I mean he misses the direction of where the ball goes. So yeah, that was what it was. And then in the first half as well, Pavlovic chips the ball over perfectly. Jamal Musiala just misses. And yeah, we got a free kick. And I still don't understand how it was offside. I'm not complaining. We got beat by the better team, and in the end, it wasn't just this chance. We had so many chances. But I still don't know how it's offside. I'm guessing he was off because they didn't give it, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Upper scores. Brilliant goal. Yeah, brilliant goal. Then Jamal Musiala, by the looks of it, broke his ankle. We'll talk about what it is in a minute, because I've got some news on that. But yeah, that just is what it is. And then in the end, Kane loses the ball. Doué gets it on the edge of the box, scores, sends Neuer the wrong way. And yeah, that was basically the game done and dusted there. Let's not beat around the bush. I'm not I'm not listening to anyone say, we could have got back into it or anything like that. Of course, that definitely was a chance, but it's just bullshit. Like at the end of the day, we weren't good enough, and that just is what it is. So yeah, but yeah, Harry Kane playing in midfield again, loses the ball, gets dispossessed, and yeah, thanks Kane. And that's why I've put Kane sends Bayern out of the quarterfinal, because if it wasn't for his error, I think the goal would have come eventually anyway. But a silly error from him where he shouldn't have been. He gives away the ball, they get it on the edge of the box till he scores. So yeah, it just is what it is. And then bad tackle from I think it was Pacho, straight red for him. Bad tackle on Leon Goretzka. Then in the end, the snake himself, Lucas Hernandez elbows Guerrero in the face and gets himself a red card. And I see the certain PSG fans crying on social, saying that it was 9 versus 12, basically just saying that the referee was in our pocket, which was fucking hilarious considering realistically that tackle on Jamal Musiala, in my opinion, he goes for the ball. I think Donnarumma goes for it, but I still think there should have been something off of that. Not necessarily a penalty, just more of a card for Donnarumma, in my opinion. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. And in the end, again, we just didn't do good enough. Big up, Charlie. How are you, brother? Big up to you every single time, mate. So yeah, the board needs to react. The board needs to go and get me some players, because I'm not listening to this bullshit again of, we've got good enough players this and good enough players that. I've heard too many times from people saying our league is shit, and they'd rather Real Madrid and all of that shit. The Smurf was even saying that himself. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, whatever. Stat wise, if you care about them, PSG had 11 shots. We had 13 shots. They had 5 on target. We had 5 on target. They had 45% possession. We had 55% possession. They had 354 passes. We had 407. We had the passing accuracy of 82% to 76. 12 fouls we had 13. 1 yellow card for us, 1 yellow card for them, and then 2 red cards for them. We had 3 offsides, which were 2 of the goals. Harry Kane scores a header in the end, and it was offside, and Oprah scored the header, and that was offside. So yeah, absolutely fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? And then we had corners. Again, if you even care about that, to be honest, I couldn't give a flying fuck. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't care, because it doesn't matter in the end. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens for PSG now that they've got 2 players red carded, but I'm sure they'll still do very, very good. And in the end, their attack was what won them the game. So yeah, that just is what it is. That just is what it is. So, but yeah, sad day. Thomas Müller, last ever Bayern Munich game in a Bayern Munich shirt, obviously, debuted on the 15th of August, 2008. Wonderful person, wonderful athlete, both on and off the pitch. One of the greatest Bayern players of all time. And it's sad to, have him gone. It would be nice for him to retire, so he's a one club man. But other than that, if you can't never tell a person when they want to stop their passion, if he wants to, carry on, then all power to him. You know what I mean? I know there's news from LAFC or whatever. The news on Jamal Musiala is apparently a fractured fibula, I believe. So it's still going to be a long time out for Jamal. Probably going to miss the rest of this season, this new season coming, which is sad, super sad. Considering what me and the family have got 2 holidays to go on, and the season starts on the day we come back from the second one. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, then you know what I mean. Like realistically, the season's not going to start anytime soon. So yeah, it's fucking annoying, but hey, it is what it is. I wish him nothing but a speedy recovery, of course. And yeah, man, it just sucks really, because at the end of the day, we should have other players. We shouldn't need to always use our best players. Like, or obviously have our best players available, but like, if we actually had a squad, we wouldn't need to rush Jamal. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying they did, but in general, they wouldn't need to rush him. So it's super sad. It's super annoying. But at the end of the day, shit happens. Unfortunately, and it keeps happening to him. So yeah, I hope he comes back. I hope he comes better. And yeah, man, he's obviously got the Bayern View, Bayern community behind him, and definitely the Bayern View community behind him, obviously. So yeah, if you haven't already, please, everybody in here, please smash up the likes and hit the subscribe button. Muchly and greatly appreciated. Yeah, man, that just sucks, to be honest. Vincent Kompany has spoken to the media after the game. He said, "For me, such situations increase the motivation for the future. We won't go into the dressing room and say that the guys didn't perform. The performance was exactly what we needed against this PSG, but we couldn't manage to reward ourselves. That's football. It's a pity that we conceded 2 to 3 more chances. In the end, PSG got the red cards. It was absolutely possible. We knew beforehand that details would decide the game, and that's what happened." Then he goes on to say whether the injury that keeps happening are frustrating for him and whether they will change his plans for the new season. He said, "I'm not someone that complains about that. It's a fact, and it happened. But our fight is to make sure before the season that it doesn't happen. We need to stay calm and objective. To be honest, you also need luck. We couldn't do anything about Jamal Musiala's injury today. You can always have everything under control. It's a pity," which, to be fair, I do agree with. And then Company said, "I've rarely been so angry at halftime, not against my players. I know there are so much more important things in life, but for these guys, it's their life. Someone like Jamal Musiala lives for this. Just came back from a setback, and now this happens. You feel powerless. My blood is still boiling right now, not because of the result, that's football, but because it happened to someone that enjoys the game so much." So he's pissed off that Jamal basically got injured, but he's not pissed off at Jamal, if that makes any sense. What's Thomas Müller said? "We were so focused on advancing, and now things have turned out this way. To have perceived that at that first, you always it's always strange situation in these tournaments. You actually assume you were going back to the hotel, to base camp, to prepare the next round, and now you're going there to pack your bags." That has to sink in a little bit. You look at the game. Everything was possible today. We played well and competed really well. We had them under control in the first half. Our pressing even forced them to take risks in the second half. They played a lot more long balls. We had 2 offside goals. Yep. And a lot of situations where we were just a little bit offside. Things got really wild towards the end, even too heated with 11 against 9. We would have had a good chance to win it in extra time had we snatched an equaliser. So there we go. That's what he has to say, which I agree. I agree with him, to be fair. I do agree with him. A Club World Cup campaign to be proud of, guys. Yeah, we're not doing this, Nick. We're not doing this, bro. So don't even try that shit. Smash the likes, yeah, 100%. Smash up the likes if you haven't already. So yeah, man. We're out of the competition. This was always going to be a good game. 1000% was always going to be a good game. And I thought it was a good game. In the end, obviously, we didn't get the result we wanted. And their attack was what won them. Now, their attack was amazing. The fact that they've got, Cavaskhelia, Doué, they started with Cavaskhelia, Doué, and Bacola. And then they brought on the best player in the world probably right now, Dembele. And yeah, he did the business in the end, got the winner. His celebration, by the way, was amazing. Not because he scored, but the fact that he, the tribute to Jota doing the whole controller celebration, which is amazing. And again, rest in peace to Jota, and thoughts with his family, obviously. But yeah, man, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. We lose in the end. Obviously not what we wanted. But yeah, man. Bro, can Musiala come back till the World Cup. When is the World Cup? FIFA World Cup. Why is it not typing, for fuck's sake? FIFA World Cup. Why 2026? So when does that start? Hopefully he'll be back for that. If it's in the summer, damn, 8 eliminations. If it's in the summer of 2026, I think he'll be back, because it'll be a year from now, so it's like right now, isn't it? So he should be back, but I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. I'm sure there'll be more news and whatever you want to call it coming up, and so on. So yeah, of course, when we get that news, of course we'll keep you guys updated. Obviously, this is the best Bayern channel out there, so make sure if you haven't already to smash up them likes, hit the subscribe button, all of that good stuff, and we'll just keep posting content, man. So yeah, bless up to everyone, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So man's got 6 people watching, and I got 36. Wow. Losing Jamal Musiala is dreadful. We didn't finish the chances. Bayern should have won this. Oh well, that's football sometimes. I agree. Injuries happen, and that's okay. Musiala isn't nice. Musiala's isn't nice. I was going to say Musiala isn't nice. Sorry, that's me. But people blaming the ref are just looking for... No, blaming the ref in what way, Twisted? What do you mean, bro? The real reason Bayern lost is that front line, the second half, was abysmal. What do you mean by blaming the ref, bro? What do you mean by blaming the ref? I don't know what you mean, bro. Hunter says, pathetic, sack him. There we go. Hunter, do you want to do a fan cam, bro? Because after I've done this, I'll run some fan cams, and then I'm going... I'll get those uploaded and so on, but I'm spending time with my missus. So some are blaming the ref for... Oh, no. The referee wasn't very good. The referee wasn't very good, but no, you can't blame him fully for the loss. We had our chances in goal, chances up front, and we didn't take them. Olise had a couple of chances. Kane missed one. Kane scored one. Upper scored one, but both were offside. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay, bro, we'll do it after this. But yeah, you know what people are like, bro. Some people will always do that. So pissed off. We played good and made some science. What the fuck are we doing with the money? Literally nothing, bro. Yeah, it's so annoying as well, isn't it, that Jamal Musiala, he's the 10. He's our number 10 now. We're gonna have to wait even longer to see him, but I just hope he comes back and he's better than ever. That's the only thing. Finishing for both teams was shocking. Yep. Yeah, because realistically, they should have scored when Neuer fucked up, shouldn't they? Yeah, when Neuer messed up, they should have scored. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Donnarumma is getting cooked on Instagram. Thousands of people. The world is... Well, he's getting cooked for what? For injuring Jamal? I'm not sure. Only a casual would blame company. The clown board is letting down. PSG bringing Dembele off the bench. Who we bring in? True. That I agree with on the last bit. Obviously, everyone's got their opinion on company, and I think that's fair. But yeah, we should have brought a left winger for this. Lyon should have been there. Yep. I agree. Dembele was in the end was the difference. I do agree with that. I agree with that statement. 1,000. I do. Why are people going at Donnarumma? It was... I don't know, Twisted, bro. I don't know, mate. I don't know. But yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. If PSG go on to win it now, best of luck to them. I don't like... I've only watched a couple of games to watch them. But other than that, I haven't really watched Club World Cup games. I find it quite boring. Other than obviously our games, which all of them weren't very good. Obviously, the Benfica game was fucking dreadful. But yeah, like in general, you know, we tie or beat Benfica, we would have been on the other side of the table, and we walk into the final. Yeah, you know, playing Chelsea would have been a lot easier than playing PSG. That's definite. You know what I mean? Big up, Cole. How are you, brother? Hopefully you're good, man. Other than obviously this loss. So no, obviously you're not going to be happy because of this loss a bit. Ref didn't affect the game. Bayern were in the position to win this. Company set them up to do it. The front line didn't finish their chances. Facts. Yep, facts. I agree with you. I 1000% agree with you. You know, and that's why I want Harry Kane out of the team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Harry Kane needs to go. He's not good enough. If he's going to stay, cool. I want to see those numbers, but I want to see them coming from the attacking midfield spot, because I'm sorry that you can't have him dropping a stinker like that all the time. You know what I mean? Put him in a cam. Why are we not even trying to put him in a cam? Like, fucking put him in a cam, and let's go and get a striker. You know what I mean? If that's Nick Watermaid and you want to have him as the striker, cool. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. But that's personally how I see it. Like, he likes the way that he likes to play. He doesn't play as a striker anymore. He plays as like a false nine, which I have nothing wrong with him doing. You know, but at the same time, we need to go and get a striker. If it is Watermaid, cool. But like, it's so dumb. It makes no sense. It really, really doesn't make any sense. So yeah, man. Whatever, it is what it is. We'll move on. And yeah, there's going to be loads of content on this channel, though. Just because we're out of the Club World Cup now doesn't mean the content's going to stop. Obviously, the watch-alongs will stop because we're not in the competition anymore. But we'll do live shows. We'll do videos as normal. I might even do some watch-alongs for the Women's Euros and so on, because there are some of our ladies playing there. And obviously, I'm a big supporter of the ladies team as well, which I can't wait for them to come back over to the UK, hopefully. If they come back over here to play a team, if they get someone in the Champions League, I'm definitely going. Definitely going, even though I have to go on my own. So yeah, man. But yeah, big up 1000%. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, it is what it is. The Ori interview made me sick. We are run by morons. To be fair to you, brother, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it. I seen some posts. I'm guessing that's what it was, but I didn't read it because I knew it was going to be some bullshit. I'm sure he called out someone or something like that. So, aren't the Lionesses losing at the moment? I seen something. I'm going to turn that on after we do some stuff. Women's Euros. I don't want the World Cup, dumbass. Shit, France are winning. Damn. Well, we need what's this? We need to get some signings in. Facts. 100% I agree. I agree with you, bro. I agree. So yeah, man. Big up to everybody. I'm gonna have some fan cams out. I'm gonna go do Hunter's fan cam. I think I've got one Hukage as well. I need to message him. I'll do that in a minute. And I'll message some others as well, and we'll just get the content going as always. Huh? No one leaving this channel or joining this channel is ever going to stop me from doing what I love, which is this channel. So big up to you all. I hope you're all good. Stick with me, and we'll continue with the great content. So yeah, bless up. We're going to get out of here. Is there anybody live that I like? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Hunter, I will message you after this is done, bro. So if you're still in here, let's raid. I'm not raiding Smurf. Let's raid Alf. So yeah, big up to everybody. We're getting out of here. Mia. Make sure you put the Bayern View raid in. I'm gonna go do some fan cams.